Come kids, gather round and listen to a cautionary tale about why you cannot always trust the Goodreads rating to find a book that you will actually like. Today I will be reviewing Sweet Evil by Wendy Higgins, which was given a 4.26 average rating on Goodreads, and I thought I was going to love it, but I ended up giving it a 1 out of 5 stars after reading it. So needless to say, because I know a lot of people do love this book, if you read this book and loved it, you're probably not going to like my review, so you're probably not going to watch it. But if you haven't read the book, feel free to stick around. If you have not heard of Sweet Evil, it is about a girl named Anna Witt, who is basically your more than average good girl. She doesn't do drugs, lie, she always turns in her homework, blah blah. And surprise, she can also see auras of people, meaning that she can tell their emotions just by the colors that they have around them, which is an ability she has kept secret from the people around her for her entire life. Then on her 16th birthday, she finds out why she has this special power, and guess what? It's because she is half angel, half demon. Her dad is a demon and is alive and in jail, and her mom is an angel who died giving birth to her. She also finds out that she is expected to take on her father's own role of the temptation of drugs, which is why she loves and is tempted by drugs so much, and when she uses them, she just goes out of her mind. Oh, and did I mention the hot guy? Did I mention him yet? Because trust me, there's a hot guy. His name is Caden Rowe. Instantly, Anna feels this unfightable pull towards Caden the minute she sees him, and I just have to say, oh my goodness. He seems to be just as interested in her. So they end up going on a road trip together, even though they've only interacted about 3 times at this point, to go and talk to Anna's father in prison and find out more about who Anna is and her special abilities. Of course, they grow closer along the way. Have you heard this story before? The thing is, this book, I wanted to like it so much. The cover is so pretty, and it just seems so interesting. The execution was just for me. Anna's character, I get that she's supposed to be like this supreme good girl because she has that half angel and it kind of balances out the dark side of her, but no one is as good as Anna. Like, it was just so unbelievable to relate to. Like, she always does her homework. She's that kid in class who raises their hand and is like, aren't you going to collect the homework? One thing to be nice, it's another thing to be naive. Anna is borderline the naive stupidity line because it's like, ugh, she's just so irritating. Like, her and Caden's relationship, I wanted to like it because I was like, it's cute, it's typical YA romance, but it's like they go on the road trip and all of a sudden they're like, hey, let's kiss. And I'm like, that's totally like normal, okay. Even describes Caden's eyes as, gosh, his eyes were gorgeous. The color of tropical honeymoon waters, ringed in dark sapphire and enclosed by thick lashes. What? Honeymoon waters? Get a grip. Yeah. Please. You said it, and we're all a little deader inside for it. Oh, and let's not forget the way she describes Caden when she first lays eyes on him. Just listen to this little gem right here. Wowza. He was smoking hot, as in H-O-T-T, hot. I never understood until that moment why girls insisted on adding an extra T. This guy was extra T worthy. Well, I have never in my life described a guy as hot with 2 T's. Is that a thing that girls actually do? Because none of the girls I know do. And then the thing is, I actually liked their interactions. I just felt like there was no depth to their relationship. Caden is the son of the Duke of Lust, meaning his job or work or whatever is to attract girls and kind of find out what the best thing to do to get them into bed is. Get them into bed and then break their hearts so they can never be with anyone else without picturing him, which I'm like, you're an A+, dude. But of course, he's the bad boy with a heart of gold, and Anna even asks at one point, why are you trying so hard to convince me you're the bad guy? And I'm like, Anna, just let it go. Like, she says 50 times, like, I shouldn't like Caden. Caden doesn't like when girls do this. Caden doesn't like when girls do that. And then she does the exact thing. So the thing that got me was when she's like, oh, girls that call Caden, I can see how much it annoys him. And then she calls him afterwards, and she's like, Caden, just call me at this number if you ever need me. And I'm like, oh, what are you doing? I just like those strong female characters. And the sad thing is, I could picture how this book could have been so much better if Anna hadn't been so nice or so, like, trusting and naive. And I kind of get where it's coming from, because her guardian adopted mom, Patty, I had no idea what her function was, because it was like, on the one hand, she was strict and stuff, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. And then all of a sudden, she's like, I trust you so much, Caden. You just take care of my darling Anna and get her there in one piece. No funny business, though. And then gives him a hug. I'm like, what are you doing right now? This is really weird. Like, I kept expecting some time to get better, but I knew by, like, the 3rd page that I was going to regret reading this book. The ending, too, I felt like the book was building up to this ending, and I was like, yeah, let's get going. And then the ending, I was just kind of like, what? Like, it didn't leave me racing for the next book, but, like, the way it ended, it was like a cliffhanger, but I felt like, why is it a cliffhanger? Because the things that were left in the air, I felt like were already answered. I was just very disappointed with this book. And if you don't want to be spoiled for what happens throughout the book, please go away now, because the spoiler parts are coming where I'm really going to get down and take this book apart. So it's going to be fun, but if you haven't read it, I don't want to spoil it. So come back later when you read it. I'll see you then. I do have to say, the one scene that I really liked in the book was when her and Caden were getting it on and they were like kissing, and he like ripped himself away from her and was like, I need to do the right thing. And she was like, oh no, this means I love you. And I just love that moment and how it's described, because I can picture it perfectly in my head when she's like, I was in love with him and there wasn't a thing on earth, in heaven, or in hell that could have stopped me. In that moment of shocking realization, he turned to me and stared. My emotional guard was down. I snapped my mind back into hiding mode, but it was too late. He'd seen it. I held my breath for his reaction. He closed his eyes and let his head drop to his chest, posture slumping. Not the response of my dreams. I really love that scene, because I feel like that was the point where I could picture it as a movie. I just pictured like Anna just like her clothes kind of half strewn, her hair, and her just being like sitting up on the bed, like kind of shell-shocked at everything she's feeling, and then Caden across the room laying against the wall, like trying to fight his inner demons of trying to like just go in and take Anna's virginity, because he really does start to care about her and he wants to treat her better than that. And I really love that moment. That was kind of when it actually started getting better for me, because I was like, see, the characters do have depth and emotion. I did like Caden and Anna's interactions. I just felt like some of them were so rushed and so quick. Like, he literally had just met her and then he was offering to take her on a road trip. And I get that we're supposed to get that, like, even he doesn't know why he's offering this. Like, this just shows how much he, like, instinctively cares for Anna already. But it was just weird to me, and I felt like because of that, the relationship felt rushed in my mind. And this is one of those books where it depends very heavily on the relationship between the core characters. And when you don't really dig the relationship and get it, the rest of the book really doesn't function for you. And that was another thing. I didn't get the whole demons, angels, Nephilim, whatever how you say that thing. Like, I get that they had to work and do stuff, but it's like, I don't understand why Anna was like supposed to be like watched and like sell these drugs and get everyone drunk and crazy and like wah, but then she got herself more drunk than anyone else. Like, I didn't understand that at all. It was just weird. So I hope in the next 2 books we get a little more understanding of like the working and how they have to go and how they exactly do it, because I feel like Anna ended up hurting herself more than anything else. So I just feel like I need more explanation of the world. And the thing with Caden and Anna, I like them in the hotel interactions. They were very cute on the road trip together, as was expected, but then the breakup was just torturous. Like, I don't even know what happened. She called him on his phone and was all like, hey, Caden, it's me, Anna. Just, you know, it's sunny out. Call me. I really like the necklace she gave me. Please call me. It's a party I'm going to next week. Please call me. Just call me. And I'm like, might as well have I'm desperate on my forehead. Like, Caden, if I was him, I would have been like, ugh. No, I just really wish she had been stronger than that, which I get that people like those characters because we have strong female characters so much in YA that it's good to see some fall apart and cry. But Anna just went in like this depressed funk that I was like, snap yourself out of it, woman. It's just a guy. Like, oh my gosh, make him want you. That's what I like. When the guy leaves the girl and she's like, F you, I'm gonna make you regret ever leaving me. Like, I really wish Anna had done that. And I thought she was gonna when she went through her whole makeover process change when she cut her hair and all that. But then she went to the Halloween party and it started all over again when Kaden was just like putting the moves and like, oh, I like your freckle. And she's just like, never talk to me again. And I was like, yay, Anna's actually standing up for herself for once. Go, Anna. But then she goes home and goes into like a depressed slump for a month again. I really hope that the series gets better, because like I was saying, I was really looking forward to the series. I don't read angel books a lot, but this one got such good reviews that I was like, fine, I'll try it, I'll check it out. It's just, it's so bad in my mind. It's just not my cup of tea. I don't like characters like this that talk like this. Like, quote from Anna when she's talking about Capono and Caden. Maybe when it came to guys, my type wasn't a certain look. It was a certain intensity. Like, what? Who says that in their mind? And the other problem with the book that was kind of affecting me was I got it from the library, and whoever had it before me must have been like a smoker, because it smells really gross like smoke. So I would have to read it like this far out, and I think it kind of took me out of the story because I was more focused on not smelling in the smoke than anything else. But it was just, it was not good, and I'm so disappointed to say that because I really thought it was going to be great. I think it was just, so I have to give it 1 star. I'm sorry. So many other people love it, so if it sounds even remotely interesting to you, you might still want to check it out because Clearly there's just something I'm missing when it comes to this. And Caden is British, so that tells you how much I wanted to like this book. Main love interest is British, and I love my British main characters, but this guy, oh, this guy. Like, maybe it'll start to grow on me, the characters, as I read more books, but I was just not impressed. But I hope that Caden and Anna grow on me. I hope their relationship gets cuter in the next 2 books. So I hope Anna grows some balls in the next one and can start standing up for herself. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you all for watching. I'm Miranda, and I will see you next time. Bye!